Episode 8 of Murder Drones could be announced at any time, and with that, many fans have been speculating and theorizing on what this episode could have in store for us. So today, as the self-proclaimed biggest V fan, I want to put my own 2 cents in to say what I think will be shown off in the Season 1 finale of Murder Drones. Now, I already went over this in its own video, which I will link in the top right corner right now, but I'll go over it again in less detail. I believe she will be revealed to be alive and have fought off the Sentinels, as there is really no one else Lizzie's secret friend could be, other than like Khan, but like why would she call him a friend? I don't know, that doesn't make really much sense to me. Not to mention losing such a profitable character this early on when it seems there will be at least a season 2, it doesn't make sense to me. Though of course it's not confirmed, what are the other possibilities? Well, I highly doubt she died, but technically it is possible, and it's Liam's decision at the end of the day. There's also a possibility she lost, and due to her core not being destroyed, she became an Eldritch. This is more likely than the last one, but once again, also I don't think that's gonna happen. Basically, all in all, I think she's gonna live. But that's one disassembly drone covered, right? But what about Jay?
That's what we're trying to figure out, bozo.
Jay is a character that has been done dirty so far, as besides the pilot and episode 5, she's been really sidelined, is not shown off yet, or not shown off much. In episode 2, she was an Eldritch, but that wasn't actually her. In episode 3, she was there at like the very end for like 5 seconds. Episode 6, she she chased Doll and then flew off, and then episode 7, she blew something up and then got hit by a bus. Crazy. So what do I think is going to happen to her in episode 8? Now, it does seem like a battle is being set up for her that includes her against Lizzie, Thad, and Khan. It's not entirely clear what's going to happen, but I'll go over the possibilities. The least likely, from a writing perspective, and probably worst option, is that Lizzie and Thad just like body her and she dies, which would be kind of terrible and would be a waste of an interesting character, and I would really hate to see that happen. Though it's unlikely, I won't say it's completely out of the picture once again, although another more likely option is that Jay ends up maybe beating Lizzie and Thad, and V comes out to save them, which would lead to her maybe finding about Tessa being Sin if V for some reason knew, though I don't know how she would, so maybe not. The most likely option is that N comes out to tell her about it, and then V also likely coming out to help Lizzie due to Lizzie texting her. And once Jay figures this out, she'll probably be pretty dang upset, because Tessa was the only person she really cared about pretty much ever. She hates N, she hates Uzi, she hates every other she hates every other worker drone. She doesn't really have that much of an opinion on V, I don't think. She is shown to deeply care for Tessa in episode 5 and sticks by her a lot, though this would likely lead her to join the side of N, V, Lizzie, Khan, and Thad to help defeat the Solver or Sin. Oh yeah, and N will also probably tell Khan about Uzi, who he thinks is dead, and he won't be very happy, obviously.
Hey, lady, you don't frickin' own me!
At the end of episode 7, we see Uzi floating near what seems to be the core of Cobra 9, maybe, with Nori being kicked down the same hole that she fell through. Obviously Uzi's not dead, and I doubt they'd kill off Nori like that either. I assume both of them will meet up and have a confrontation, a sort of deep conversation of some sort, about where Nori has been and why she left Uzi. They'll probably reconcile or something, find a way to fight the Solver, reuniting with Thad, Lizzie, Khan, VJ, and N. A little wholesome moment. That's really all I gotta say. There isn't really much I can say that isn't just pure speculation without evidence. That's just how I think it's gonna go. There's literally no evidence for this, that's just it. Hey there, if you're enjoying the speculation so far, why not leave a like and subscribe? Leave a comment down below about your theories, and I would love to see them. Anyways, back to the video.
Oh yes, get snuck upon.
No. Okay, fine, I'll go into a little more detail. Some people seem to believe that the real Tessa is still there somewhere and isn't just a skin suit for Sin. This is completely illogical, and like, I don't know how one comes to this conclusion other than just coping. Because like, she's dismembered. Her skin, It's just her skin. There's nothing else besides that. It's literally just her skin, and it's not even completely connected. So, yeah, there's really no way she's alive. There's no evidence that she's gonna live. I'm sorry, Tessa fans, but she's gone, man. This has been another popular theory going around that En will die at the end of episode 8. It's possible. I won't rule it out completely. The main evidence it has going for it is the merch line of acrylic stands. I'll explain. At the end of episode 6, V sacrifices herself, and then she got the stand, the Angel of Death stand. The end of episode 7, Uzi sacrifices herself, and she also got a stand, the host of the Solver stand. Only main character left to not have a stand now is En, meaning he probably gets a stand and would logically sacrifice himself at the end of episode 8. Here's the thing though, if there is a second season, no way they just kill off En. Uzi may be the protagonist, but he's pretty much the main character, right? And like, look, V and Uzi are like the second and third, something like that, most popular characters. The En is the most popular character. He is the fan favorite, even if V is my favorite, but that's irrelevant. Same way they wouldn't just kill Uzi and probably V, they wouldn't just kill En. I have another way to present this theory, however, that makes a little bit more sense. I see it as the characters really completing their arcs. Mostly, at least. At the end of episode 6, V finally shows her softer side that she's been hiding for a long time. And she gets to the point where she's willing to stay back and fight for them to keep going. Uzi kind of finished her not pushing people away arc in episode 4, but she also learns to love, and just how much she loves and needs En, and where she does the sacrifice thing. Now, what does this mean for En? Well, I think he's actually going to help Jay accomplish her arc. And because he doesn't really have an arc he needs to go through, and maybe instead of him getting a stand, it's Jay who sacrifices herself after losing the only person she cared for, which is Tessa, and going down to stop the Solver. That's just pure speculation, however, and there's no way of knowing for sure. Maybe there will be more stands in the future, and En gets a separate one that isn't part of the heavenly battle thing.
Мертвые. Я смотрела, как они умирали.
I doubt it. I mean, she could be. Maybe. I just don't really know what she would do. Now that Doll is dead, there's not really a point to her being alive to interact with her daughter or anything, so it's like, what's the point? I don't know, man. I just don't know what she could, like, really do of value. I do want to hear her voice, or see her a little more, though, but, like, I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it. And that's all I gotta say about Murder Drones episode 8 at the moment. This one was quite a bit longer than my other Murder Drones videos, by like a few minutes, so I guess not that much, but still. But hopefully that is a welcome change. Once again, if you did enjoy, I'd appreciate it if you'd liked and subscribed and left a comment about what you think is going to happen in this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.